I replaced my eating disorder with bodybuilding. Okay, I'm 18.
Laura Payne has battled bulimia and anorexia since she was a teenager, but now the 32-year-old is a champion bodybuilder.
My lowest weight was 82 pounds. That's with pants, sweater, and everything on at the doctor's office. But back then, it's just like, how skinny can I get? I do think I replaced my eating disorder with bodybuilding. With competing, you're still in control of what you eat and how much you eat. All your food's accounted for.
One thing about eating disorders, you don't overcome eating disorders. It's something that you learn to live with.
Laura started to struggle with anorexia when she was in high school.
Starts out because you think you're too fat, or someone thinks you're ugly, or someone doesn't like you. And then in college, when the social events came along, the bulimia started, because that was the parts where I'd have to go eat with fit people. That would be the only way to get rid of the food. So that's how that cycle began. When I would throw up, all my cares would be away. It made me feel good. Your day is consumed with the thought of food. I remember in class, I'd sit there and it looks like I'm studying, but I'm adding my calories up. If I eat this, how much is that?
When her parents found out about her eating disorder, they took her out of college until her health improved.
I'm okay now, but it's not gone. I constantly think about food. I'm constantly worried about how I look or if I've put on too much weight.
Laura met her husband Jason 8 years ago in her hometown of Odessa, Texas, and began lifting weights with him shortly after.
He's helped me overcome it. I eat now because of him.
I don't diet, I like to eat. I like to go have ice cream. And that is hard going through this and struggling with Laura. It's taken a lot of patience to get her to where she's at right now for me. And I'm not very patient at all. Kind of hard trying to push that on her, and I know I do it more than I should. We're both working on it.
Now Laura consumes 2,000 calories a day and owns a gym where she works out at least 5 times a week. And she's also a competitive bodybuilder.
When I compete, this year I came in around 125. Right now I'm around 150. It's off season, so I mainly eat to lift and be stronger and gain more muscles. This is my first competition. I won first place here a long time ago. Love my long hair, I miss it. It was fun. It's hard, it's frustrating though, because you know what you can look like. And then mentally it's hard because you're like, I feel awful right now. It's 20 weeks of dieting to get to this.
Laura keeps all of her old pictures and food diaries to remind her how far she has come.
It's crazy to look at the bones, how they stick out, or how little my legs and arms are. No face. There's no butt, no boobs, no, there's nothing. And it's sad because girls want to be skinny, but none of that's attractive. I look at this one because my hair was falling out at the time. So you can tell in the front that my hair was actually falling out.
In an attempt not to relapse, Laura has been seeing the same counsellor since she was 22.
When she came to me, she was consumed in her mental health disorder, which she was at a dangerous point of her life, at the point of her life to where little mattered. I think the bodybuilding part is related to the disorder. She learned to figure out what her mental health disorder was and learned more about it than most people would know, even in the profession. So she was able to take this negative and turn it into a positive.
As well as worrying about herself, Laura also fears that her daughter Kylie might develop an eating disorder.
I found out I was pregnant. The worst thought that I had was, I do not want to have a girl. If I found out my daughter was having similar problems as I did, it would hurt because I would probably feel responsible. I try not to obsess over myself in front of her, but it's hard. It's very hard. After this competition season, it hit me hard because I gained weight fast and I just broke down in front of her in the car. You know, so I know she sees it. I feel like you'll deal with it for the rest of your life. I think you learn how to deal with it and make it work for you. I think it's always back there. It always in the back of my mind nagging me. I still obsess over myself.